Hi, and welcome to the introductory video for the RICO website on maintaining the site. What these videos are going to try to do is make it easier just to see where you need to maintain the site from month to month. Perhaps the next meetings, the posting the meeting minutes, agendas, posting new policies, miscellaneous documents, resources, your references, and in your events. So pretty much looking at just the things that are needed to maintain the site. We're not going to go into, and this is a WordPress site, we're not going to go in to detail on how to modify WordPress. That's beyond the scope of these videos. So there's a lot of online material available for maintaining WordPress. Hopefully you've got someone in your organization that can do this for you. And here we go. The one thing I wanted to say is here's a brief overview of the pages that we're going to be covering or not. So on the home page here, we're going to talk about things like how to update this next meeting. The rest of it's fairly static. Okay. The president's message is a pretty much static page. It's got the video message and information about RICO. On the documents policy, we're going to talk about how to add different policies to this page and update when you get the published dates, update those so that we know when these policies were put into place. We'll also cover how to delete policies just in case something becomes outdated. Meetings. Talk about how you actually add the meeting minutes and agenda links, those pages to this area. Updating when the next meetings are going to be on whatever the current year is. It shows when the next two meetings are going to be. The archives are really just links to the different meeting minutes and agendas. Miscellaneous, similar to policy position, how to add a document, what topic is it referring to, and a published date, updating those. Code to session, not much to do here. This is a blog area, so you can post a comment, or if you have receive a document related to one of these different codes, you can go ahead and leave it as a blog message and a link to that site. And it also offers then a place that any of your members that are looking at the blog can leave a comment on that. So there's really not a lot to maintain there. It's just ongoing adding to these blogs. Resources. We have made a Google map. It's got 3 layers, and you can see here that this is the county and cities layer. And let me bring it over here. And right here, it's just like a Google map. We can make it a little bigger. There are 2 ways to see it. One, you can just click on the legend, and you can see there it shows you where the address is. It's got the URL, phone, address. You can do the same thing with the different cities. They're color-coded: green, Sonoma County; red, Marin County; Lake and Mendocino, blue and yellow respectively. As you can see, we don't have much on cities within those counties, but we do have the county locations. Same thing is true for, and you can turn these layers on and off, so we can turn off the cities. And Here's a layer for the ICC jurisdictions, so we can add other jurisdictions to this, and I'll show you how to do that with the Google map. There's a third layer that you don't see here because there's nothing in it at the moment. That layer's for fire jurisdictions and other jurisdictions, and then you can color code those also. At the bottom, these are the different affiliates that you currently are with, so you can get to those. Okay. Events is a Google Calendar. Okay, you don't see here anything in December because we didn't do anything since December is almost over, but if I move over to January, you can see the RICO meeting, and we'll have another video on how to add items to this calendar, such as training events, other types of events that people may be interested in. Of course, the RICO monthly meetings will be posted here. And so there'll be another video on how to update this calendar. And then on membership, these are fairly static pages. The bylaws is pretty static. Current officers is pretty static. And then the membership page itself has a link to the membership application and if they want to contact you. So, you know, once we go over the policy position updates on that page and in the miscellaneous documents and things like that, being able to update these pages is pretty similar, and you'll be pretty familiar with how to do that. Same thing for the officers. If you want to update those, that'll be pretty obvious how to do that. So that's pretty much what we want to cover with these series of videos. The one thing I do want to talk about is for the meeting minutes and the agendas, those will be documents, and you'll need to add those to your media library in order to use them, to put in those links to those documents. So I want to just show you, it's really simple on being able to add content to your site. If you go to the media library, right here at the top, it says Add New. And if you have open, like Windows, if you have Windows Explorer with your files open, or the equivalent for Apple, basically if you just drag that file over, I'm just going to drag over a image right now, but it could be the same thing for a Word document or a PDF. If you drag it over, it just puts it right, you know, uploads it and puts it in here. Now if I go over to the library, you can see it's now here. If I edit that, I can see what it is. In this case, I uploaded an image as opposed to a document, but it could be either one. What I wanted to point out is that on the left side, or excuse me, the right side over here, you see file URL, basically where that file is going to be located. If you highlight and copy, which can be easily done, Windows would be Control-C. For Apple, I think Command-C would be the correct copy. And paste is Control-V and Command-V when you want to paste it. But that's where you're going to be able to find the URL that you're going to need when you put that into your meeting minutes link or your agenda link, those types of things, to refer to those files. So the other thing is in the media library, if you find you don't need something anymore, you can, and you can see right here, I can delete that, confirm it, and it's gone. Now you probably won't delete much from it, but you certainly can if the archive gets full of meeting minutes and agendas that you just don't need any longer. You can do that. So anyway, that's what we're going to cover in the series of videos that we put together, and hopefully this will give you a good idea of how to maintain your site. Thanks a lot.